Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Saints are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against the Lions team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the New Orleans Saints. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down, they run with Stewart. He finds an opening past the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. But they watch the film as well, so they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game. What was wrong with them in the last game?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And not great starting field position here for the offense. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. It's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play clock winding down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now running right through him. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over. So here come the Lions now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
Obvious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Toss play, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Brought in left side by Snead. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Tuck it and run. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
Now they send a running back in motion right. Third and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do this with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Now back to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
319. Go. Hey, 88. 26.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Rodgers will try again on second down. Snead's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Running with Kamara, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's complete to Snead. A good pickup there at 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
A'Shawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama, a big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A swing pass caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They come out here in the eye. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The handoff comes to Stewart. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back near the 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road. That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers caught right side at Snead. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
319.
And the wideout in motion. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he is knocked down from the side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
This is Stewart again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, it's Stewart. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Stewart. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They'll set up a throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. They're going to look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments in this one. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They run it again with Kamara. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Jones on the return, and heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. That's caught by Galladay. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stewart shedding through, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on.